Hello, everyone. This is Carmine from New York, professional photographer in Manhattan since 1973. I started here in the Big Apple as a photojournalist, having my photographs on magazine covers and newspapers and on the internet for many, many years. I have a website called carminetaverna.com. You can't buy anything there. You don't need a credit card. That website has my top 6,500 photographs and the equipment I use to take each one. It's there to inspire you. When you don't have an idea on what to photograph, go to my website, carminetaverna.com. There's a link below. There's a search box. You can search for any genre, landscape, macro, any type of photography, any kind of equipment, Nikon, Canon, Sony equipment, Leica, and it'll take you to my photographs. It'll show you how I took them and what equipment I used. Now, algorithms. It's very important that you hit the thumbs up button, comment below, and subscribe. What that does in the YouTube world is it lets my videos be seen by all photographers that love our art. All right, let's jump into it. Class number 304. Sony camera's dark truth finally revealed. This is breaking news. What I mean by that is not everybody knows how Sony started in the camera business. The roots of Sony Corporation had a dark and sad beginning because in the fall of 1945, Masaru Ibuka, a physicist, returned to the capital of Japan, Tokyo, only to find it all war-torn, buildings bombed and burnt. He managed to go into the Shirokiya department store and find a room that had no windows, but it had a telephone. And from that spot, he started a business that he later called Sony, which that name is derived from two words: sonus, the Latin word for sound, and Sonny, the name of hip young Japanese men back in the 40s. So he took Sonny and Sonus and came up with Sony. And I'm glad he did. That's a great name. Now, so the physicist Masaru Ibuka finds this room in a war destroyed building, but it had a working telephone, and it was just big enough, about the size of a bedroom, where he can start to repair the Japanese people's small transistor radios, because they were either destroyed during the war by the bombing or by the military police that destroyed them, so they couldn't listen to propaganda. From this humble beginning of repairing small radios, Masaru Ibuka started a wonderful business. He went on to create his own radios. His electronics, including electric rice cookers and electric blankets, which built the company up to a point where he decided it's time to get into the camera business. Sony cameras have a rich and innovative history that has made a significant contribution to the evolution of the photography industry. It all began in 1981 when Sony introduced the Mavica. Here's one right here. Let's take a look, though, at the prototype Mavica digital camera. The Mavica digital cameras work by using a floppy disk as the recording medium. This is a floppy disk. A lot of you guys, if you're younger, have never even seen one of these. These hold 1.44 megabytes of data, and the camera holds one floppy disk. You got a few images, around 10 images per floppy disk. But since every computer back then, when this came out, had a floppy disk drive, photojournalists can take photographs, remove the floppy disk, run it to the photo editor of the newspaper, pop it in, download the photographs right to the printing press, and get the photographs out. This, while it does not look like it, this was a photojournalist's dream come true. No developing of the film after they recorded news photographs. They just had to pop out the floppy disk drive. So let's continue. In 1988, Sony unveiled the first ever compact digital camera known as the Cybershot. This milestone product offered consumers a portable and user-friendly device with excellent image quality. The Cybershot quickly gained popularity and became a household name, setting a new standard for digital photography. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Sony continued to push the boundaries of camera technology. On the early morning hours of January the 19th, 2006, Sony announced the acquisition of Konica Minolta. It sent shockwaves through the business world. Konica Minolta was a long-standing leader in digital imaging and photography. Sony's move to buy them out had been a long-rumored one. The merger was a huge win for Sony, who had been looking to expand their digital imaging line and broaden their footprint in the industry. Konica Minolta innovative products and services perfectly complemented Sony's existing offerings and combined the company's promise to be a powerhouse in digital photography. The acquisition was a savvy move on Sony's part. Konica Minolta had been struggling to keep up with the competition in recent years, and many industry experts speculated that the company was on the brink of financial collapse. With Sony's deep pockets and strong presence in the industry, it was a perfect opportunity to turn the company around. The merger also provided a boost to Sony's market share, giving them a larger presence in the digital imaging space. With Konica Minolta's expertise and Sony's finances, made it all possible to be a major player. The acquisition of Konica Minolta was a strategic move that paid off for both companies. Sony was able to gain access to a wealth of expertise in photographic technology, while Konica Minolta was able to get financial support they needed to stay afloat. It was a win-win situation that has proven to be a big success for both companies. And Konica Minolta, you can see them in almost every big office today. They have a beautiful line of color copy machines for every office around the world. In 2006, Sony made a mark in professional photography by launching the Alpha DSLR series cameras. These cameras showcase Sony's commitment to innovation, offering full-frame sensors, advanced autofocus systems, and exceptional image quality. The Alpha series quickly gained recognition among professional photographers and solidified Sony's position as a serious contender in the professional camera domain. Sony continued to innovate and diversify its camera offerings in the following years. Now it's 2010. They introduced to the world the NEX series. A line of mirrorless cameras that combine the portability of compact cameras with the performance of a digital single lens reflex camera. This marked a significant shift in the industry as mirrorless technology gained traction and challenged traditional digital single lens reflex cameras. In recent years, Sony has cemented its position as a leader in the mirrorless camera market. The introduction of the A7 series in 2013 featured full frame sensors in a compact body. What Sony did was they disrupted the whole industry and gained widespread acclaim. Sony has consistently pushed boundaries, introducing innovative technology like 5-axis in-body image stabilization. You know, that's where the sensor will compensate for your shakiness by going up, down, left, right, etc. Sony also was a leader in high-speed continuous shooting and real-time autofocus. Today, Sony cameras are highly regarded for their exceptional image quality, advanced technology, and user-friendly interfaces. Thank you for being with me today. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and comment below. This has been Carmine from New York saying thank you and goodbye.